Lily Reinhart was recently interviewed on The Jess Cagle Show and shared that during season 3 of Riverdale, she realized that the series was becoming unexpected and unpredictable. The actor who plays Betty Cooper said, "We all were a little confused to be honest, but I think we realized that the show was on this train and it was going full steam ahead. I stopped asking questions." Laughs after that, according to Eastern Time Canada. When Betty speaks on Riverdale, she shares her kind personality, along with the fact that she cares about other people but is beginning to stand up for herself more and find more courage as she gets older. "Get out of my house." Betty gets angry at Cheryl in season 1. Dark Betty is a cringeworthy part of Riverdale for many fans, but this character is definitely integral to the plot. In season 1, Betty begins exploring her sexuality and puts on a darker wig so she looks different. In one scene, she kicks Cheryl Blossom out of her house, telling her to leave before I kill you. When observing Betty's regular self, it doesn't seem possible for her to throw someone out of her home and be anything other than polite, friendly, and compassionate. But Dark Betty is a way for Betty to access another part of herself that is to people pleaser and doesn't care about what other people think. While this isn't a popular character arc, Betty does feel the need to be someone else for a while. These girls deserve justice. Betty stands up for others in season 3. In the season 3 episode Body Double, Veronica Lodge and Ethel Muggs find out that the popular jocks at school are ranking the high school girls in terms of appearance. Betty agrees that they should defend these students and talks about how they need justice. From the beginning, Betty is a strong feminist character who sticks up for what's right and doesn't feel afraid of confrontation. Betty decides to team up with Veronica and Ethel and teaches Chuck Clayton a lesson. This is a crucial storyline and memorable quote that shows viewers that Betty is becoming more confident. "If we don't face the reality of who and what we are." Betty speaks at a big town event in season 1. Betty wants her fellow town residents to come to terms with the dark parts of Riverdale in her speech at the 75th anniversary jubilee. She mentions the tragic murder of Cheryl's brother and says what happened to Jason could happen again, adding, "Riverdale must do better." Betty's words are intelligent and impactful, and it's impressive that she's okay with admitting that she has flaws. Betty knows that most people have secret thoughts and emotions that they only admit to themselves, and that everyone needs to be more open with their feelings. "You put so much pressure on yourself to be a hero." Betty is worried about Archie after he proposes in the season 6 finale. Archie Andrews asks Betty to marry him at the end of season 6 and she isn't ready to say yes because she knows that Archie is hurting. Betty tells him that he's already a hero and says, "Sometimes you can't save everyone. Sometimes you can just be scared." Betty likes to tell people how much she cares about them, and she's never one to shy away from kind words and compliments. Betty is perceptive and logical and knows exactly what her friends and love interests need, especially when they're struggling. Betty always thinks about other people and is incredibly caring. I learned that from the Nancy Drew Detective Handbook. Betty opens Miss Grundy's car with a bobby pin while Betty and Veronica hurt each other on Riverdale. They also team up in season 1 to investigate Miss Grundy, who is having a secret relationship with Archie. When Betty impresses Veronica with her knowledge of how to get into the car, Betty mentions Nancy Drew. This is a hilarious and sweet quote that shows that Betty has been an innocent and kind-hearted person for her entire time, as she was a fan of the famous detective when she was growing up. Even though Betty is older now and dealing with real-world struggles, she can't help but relate this to a story and character that she read about once. The reason you feel like we're hiding things and keeping secrets. Betty yells at her dad in season 2. In season 2, Betty learns some hard truths about her father Hal Cooper, and in a scene where she shows her strength and courage, she tells him that he believes that Shess hiding things from him, but he is keeping a lot secret as well. Betty is understandably horrified by her dad after finding out that Hess actually the Black Hood. As Betty grows up and learns more about her family, she gains more confidence and she decides to stop pretending that everything is okay and that she doesn't feel any negative emotions. Betty tells her dad exactly what she thinks, which is no easy feat considering the tension between them. Jughead was really there for me. Betty shares that she is dating Jughead, while Betty could have other Riverdale love interests. There's something special about her and Jughead-Jonas love story. When Veronica and Archie discover that Betty and Jughead are dating, Betty shares that Jughead has been a support system. Betty's quote shows how kind and caring she is, as when someone lends her a helping hand, when Shess upset about her family, she really appreciates it. Betty is upset with her mom for treating Betty's pregnant sister Polly poorly, and Betty wishes that her parents would be more honest about their connection to the Blossoms. Betty is tired of hiding and wants to discuss everything. We're in this bubble and I don't want it to burst. Betty tells Kevin that she and Archie are casually dating in season 5. In season 5, Betty explains to her good friend Kevin Keller that she and Archie have decided to be friends with benefits. She admits that it's been an escape and says that she doesn't want anything to change between her and Archie, as Shess enjoying being with him. Betty has always been in love with Archie and they have been through a lot together, including when he fell for Veronica. Betty admits to Kevin that she wants to pretend that she and Archie can date casually forever because while Betty is smart and perceptive, she knows that she isn't always practical. Our years were cooped with heartache and drama. Betty is the valedictorian in season 5. Betty has done some terrible things on Riverdale, but she gives several inspiring and smart speeches over the course of the young adult drama. Her words at graduation in season 5 are dark and upsetting as she talks about how much the people of Riverdale have suffered over the past few years, starting with Jason's murder. Betty has decided to say what she wants, even if other people might say that a graduation speech is the wrong place to do so, and she admits that her small town isn't the happiest or safest place. Betty has become a person who is honest and who shakes things up, no matter what the adults around her think. My speech inspired him. That stupid speech I wrote. The Black Hood sends Betty a letter in season 2. Betty feels guilty when the Black Hood, who ends up being her father, wrote a letter saying that her Jubilee speech inspired him. She can't believe that she would have anything to do with a serial killer, and since Shess so compassionate, Shess beside herself. The Black Hood explained in the letter that the Riverdale residents have made mistakes and that Hess getting revenge for what he considers their sins. Betty's quote shows that Shess sweet and humble as she calls her speech stupid, and she doesn't think that she did the best job writing and delivering